464 or 0816-609-2144. Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Make you catch us if you fit.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow sun. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. Same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Wandoo Tortya.
And Saturdays for Weddings is that show where we talk about weddings, we talk about marriages, just everything that goes on, whether before and after those wedding bells. And if today is your wedding day, congratulations. I hope that you have the best time, the best life, the best marriage. And even if it's today is not your wedding day and you're just going there, to attend the wedding, support the couple, I hope you're having fun with that. Tell them we said congratulations. Yes. I'll also make sure that you find your own person. Some people say that the best place to find a partner is at someone else's wedding, yes, right? So as you're there, the best man or the best woman, is it bridesmaid or best woman that you are dancing with, make sure you're giving her, that eye, you're giving him that eye, so they know that, okay, you're ready, and you might just be able to find your own, and who knows, later we might be attending your own wedding. So today on Saturdays for Weddings, we are talking about something important as well, something dramatic. So we are going to be talking about wedding day food wahala. If you've attended the wedding, you know that sometimes, or most times actually, there's always this wahala when it comes to like food, food not reach. There are people that are coming back and then quarreling. I think even here we've done a show and then asked people and they say the most important thing in wedding is food, and sometimes it gets to maybe even heated arguments, maybe people not even talking to each other, some people feeling unsatisfied, whether from the groom, from the bride side, friends, family, village people, different thing, relatives like that. Maybe some persons feeling unsatisfied and sometimes even leading to like heated arguments, or even after then like they have to even talk about it. So why is there always that wedding day food wahala? And today especially, we have a story that has been going about, recently, and I don't know if I mention this story, I'm sure that some people might have heard about it or might have seen, videos of it and things like that. And we are going to be talking about that particular situation and even other wedding day food dramas, wahala here and there. So this particular story I saw, it was said that the bride slapped her mother-in-law back. In fact, let's start from the beginning of the slap. A mother-in-law slapped the bride on her wedding day, and then the bride slapped the mother-in-law back, like she retaliated, gave her back the slap. So where does this actually come from, or where is the beginning of this story? So it was said that on their wedding day, the groom side of the family, they had not gotten food to eat. Not all of them, like the food wasn't enough. So the mother-in-law approached the bride and then whispered to her, in her ears. You know how it is. We see all these things on wedding day. They'll go and whisper to somebody, these particular people. And then she told the bride that, okay, the groom side of the family, your husband's side of the family, some of them have not eaten. So, like, let me take from the side that your people brought. That's the bride side of the family. And then give to some of them. And then the bride said no, that the food that was in that cooler, she reserved it specially for her own special guests to, from her own side. And then the mother-in-law refused to buy that. She walked to where the cooler was and then dished the food herself. And then the bride approached her, dragged the plate from her hand, and then turned the food back into the cooler. Okay. And when she did that, that was when the mother-in-law got angry and then slapped the bride on that wedding day. Everyone and everything going on. She slapped the bride, and the girl did not let it go. She slapped the mother-in-law back. All these things from that food drama that we are talking about. And then the groom at that point did not know what to do. In that place, everything was just quiet. People calming down, and then other people looking confused and everything. But then after then, just after the wedding ceremony, the white wedding, because the food is usually like one of the last things, right? So after then, they didn't really do much or anything like that again. After the whole wedding, the groom said that he's not doing again, like the whole thing, like he wants to cancel it. He cannot get married to somebody that is able to do that, to his mom. And then people have been arguing, like, who is actually wrong in this situation, this food drama, that happened on a wedding day? Who was actually wrong? Is it the mother-in-law that slapped the bride first? Some people are saying that she shouldn't have refused to let the mother-in-law take the food. And then there are people that are saying that she reserved the food for her own guests, and then it shouldn't become something that is much of a problem. So if I were to ask you, who was actually wrong in this situation? And what did you think, should have been even done better? Plus, if you have another wedding day food drama, wahala that you experience, you can still share that with us. Now, the number we are making use of today is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. It's Saturday for weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and we are also streaming live on Facebook. That's on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say, or call in and let us hear what you have to say. This story that you just heard, who would you say that was wrong, in this whole food drama? Something that started from just food here and there, and then resulting in bride's mother-in-law slapping the bride. Is the mother-in-law that slapped the bride first, and then the bride slapping the mother-in-law back? And is that something even grounds enough, for divorce, like immediately after the wedding, and then you are saying that you want to go your separate ways? So you can call in and then let us hear from you. Wandoo, you heard this story yourself, right? And I'm sure you've already started putting points together, analyzing which one is this, who was wrong, who was not wrong. So first of all, what do you think of that situation?
Well, what I think of that situation is the groom's mom coming to the bride to ask for permission to give her food for her people, for the groom's people, it's not a bad idea, because she came with the respect, because she didn't just go to where the food is. She went there to go and request for permission. So even though the food wasn't given, at least she would have reduced small and give the her mother-in-law.
Okay.
Yes, should have reduced small and give the mother-in-law, because her guest wasn't there. They were not there.
Yes.
Because they're not present at that time, and the other guests, I mean the mother-in-law's guests, they were there. So at least should have reduced small of the food and giving.
Okay.
So yes, but she said no, and the mother-in-law too went extreme to go and reduce the food and give to the to her.
But is that
people.
one correct? Would you say that one is correct?
No,
Because
no,
okay, go on.
it's not correct, because she said no. She has her reason. She has the food is reserved for people that and her guests.
Okay.
So she shouldn't have gone. If as she refused, she should have looked for another alternative, another way to get food and serve the her guests.
But which other way serve to even get food? On a wedding day, that there's usually, once there is no food, everyone is confused here and there. Another way, okay.
Well, yes, there are people that cook like there are places that they'll cook fast food. You can go there and get and come and serve your guests. That's not necessarily going to go and have a slapping your daughter-in-law on her wedding.
Okay.
Yes, and daughter-in-law retaliating back and slapping, causing whole commotion and everywhere. So for me, I think the both of them, they have to, like, they would have worked together. Like, both of them are wrong.
Both of them are wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
For the mother-in-law slapping her daughter-in-law on her own wedding day.
Yes.
And her daughter-in-law having the energy, the strength, the effrontery to slap her. Yes, to retaliate, slap back her mother-in-law. It's God. Like, she has the nerves to do that. So the both of them, I think, is something that, if looking deeply, because it's just food, they could, even the girls could understand that it's a wedding and it's bound to happen. You can go to a wedding and discover that there's no food, so it's a normal thing.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So it's Saturday for weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning on the show, we are talking about wedding day food wahala. And this time we came with gist, bride, a mother-in-law slapped her daughter-in-law, the bride on their wedding day, because she wanted the bride to give some of the food that the bride had kept from her own special guests, and then so that the mother-in-law would take it and then give to her own some of the guests from the groom side. But the daughter-in-law refused, and then the mother-in-law slapped the bride slapped back her mother-in-law, and and that was something that led to even the groom taking decision, he wants to divorce immediately. So what do you think? Who was actually wrong in this situation? Have you ever gone to a wedding and then maybe you saw some of this drama actually happen? Now, number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear what you think. What would you say was wrong? And then what do you even think of that situation? And is there enough reasons, to actually go as far as saying that the whole wedding, nothing is valid anymore, and then we are going to divorce? We're also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makuri. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Call in and let us hear from you. So, Wandoo, you said that, okay, the mother-in-law was wrong. She should have found some other alternative means of even getting food, instead of maybe forcefully trying to get it, even though they told her no. So what of on the side of the bride? I saw someone say that the bride that is completely wrong. Should have just let it pass. It's one of the things that comes with a marriage. And then if it's your mother that slapped you like that, would you slap her back? That is, I saw someone comment something like that. If it's your mother that gave you slap like that, even if it's on your wedding day, you will not slap her back. So she was wrong, and no matter what, she was just supposed to take it. What do you think?
Yes, she was wrong, because how will you slap an elderly person, let alone your mother-in-law?
But they slap her first, so Shebi, you know that fact too.
Yes, as a mother, if your mother slap you, will you slap her back? No. They slap her first on her wedding day. Should have even thought about it, because how will you slap? What will people even say? How will you slap your mother-in-law back? She was wrong, because how will you leave your seat and come down to come and drag food with your mother-in-law?
Okay.
Because if that's in the part of food, you're not even supposed to be it's not your duty. on your own wedding
You know
day.
those things, but they'll say it's not your duty, but somehow people come back to like talk to the bride again, talk to the groom, whisper something like, this particular thing, this food that you say you should keep. I know that a lot of people, when my sister got married, they usually plan something like, okay, this particular, I want it for these people, make sure that these particular people, like,
Yes.
maybe for her it was a set of school, what do they call these people, those set of, I've forgotten the particular name that they call them, but then the set of her secondary school mates, exactly, her secondary school classmates, her former classmates, those are the people, and she was specifically like telling those people in charge that this particular one, don't touch it, I want it for them, I want this one for them, no matter what, like leave that one, don't take anything from there. So that one that you're saying, that even coming down to like drag for food, maybe it's possible that she went to like the people that were in charge and then told them that, okay, we want this food, or give me some of this food, and then they refuse. That the next thing would be to go and tell the bride, because she's the one that maybe gave that rule that okay, nobody should touch this particular one.
Then the bride can communicate to her her chief bridesmaid. She's the one to pass the information, not her herself.
Okay.
Like, yes, on a wedding day, most times what I see from wedding day, brides they don't move from where they're staying. If they are moving, they're coming down to come and dance and go back.
Okay.
How will you move from where you're
to go and change clothes?
Yes, to go and change clothes, to come over down where there's food and come. Like there's even distraction for me.
Okay.
I'll be like, what are you doing there? Like
over sabi.
Yes, what are you doing there actually?
Okay.
Because you are not supposed to be there. No matter what happened, it's your day and you're supposed to be treated special. Because coming down, you're reducing your own respect. Because you're not supposed to be there at that particular day. It's just for you to sit down and enjoy yourself, feel relaxed and comfortable. Not coming to come and struggle over food. Because those people that are struggling over food, it's not really their day. They're coming to come and celebrate you. So no matter what happened, they'll understand that you are not the one in position of that.
Okay, yes, that food.
Yes, you are not the one in position. It's someone else that is watching it over for you. So no matter what happened, there's a way that don't understand. But you coming down to come and destroy your own wedding day, your own wedding, and ending up to the wedding becomes like divorced or scattered because of your action. One just small action that happened. Will I say mistake? Because she took the decision out of will I say desperation, or it happened and she wanted to retaliate.
Okay,
so
immediately.
Yes, immediately. So I think she just avoided the whole drama and just stayed with her husband. It wouldn't have happened.
All right. So you also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear what you think of this situation. Who would you say was wrong? Was it the mother-in-law that slapped the bride on her wedding day because she refused to let her have the food, or was it the bride that retaliated after the mother-in-law slapped her? She slapped back. Would you say that two of them were wrong? Some persons say that it's the bride that was wrong, because if it was her own mother that slapped her, she would not have slapped back like that. But how do you even know? Some people, even if it's their own mother, they will still slap back, and then some persons are saying that maybe the groom self, there's something else that he should have done instead of just saying divorce. And then would the groom now even disown his mother too, since he's saying that he doesn't want to like have anything to do with the bride again? Because if he's saying I'm leaving you because you slapped my mother, how about I am disowning you because you slapped my wife as well? So call in and let us hear from you on 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Hello. Hello,
good morning.
yes, good morning. What's your name?
This calling from North Bank.
All right, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. This issue, I think I can remember when I was having my wedding, the same thing happened like that.
Okay.
When the wedding was going on, my wife left the table, but I started struggling for food for people to. So I grew angry. So the respect of this one that just happened now, I think to me the girl she didn't behave well at all.
Okay.
The only thing that she was supposed to do, she could have quietly allowed the occasion to finish. Then after the occasion, she will send the issue to the husband. Then let her see what the husband is going to react. But for doing that, just food, automatically that means that she can do and undo. No, she's
Do and undo.
By the time, yes, this is looking like the main when she entered the house. That's where they're going to treat her. I think that's where she bring herself. They let show the kind of person that she is.
Okay.
Too early for her to even do that. So my own understanding is that she could accept patient.
Okay.
Somebody that want to take her into his own house, being the husband, you could accept patient and hear from the husband. And when the husband does not respond well, that's why she talk about quitting the marriage. But this, honestly, she did wrong, no matter what the case may be.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Collins, for calling in to be part of the show. You also can call in. It's 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Who was wrong in this situation? What do you think? We are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Colin said that the daughter-in-law was wrong. No matter the situation that you put that in, no matter what, she was actually wrong. Hello? All right, you can still call us back and let us hear what you think. He said that no matter the situation, the daughter-in-law was wrong. She should have waited, and then but one question I'll ask, she should have waited, like after the woman slapped her, like the mother-in-law slapped her, she should have waited. Wandoo.
Oh yeah, after the mother-in-law slapped her, she would have just walked away.
Walked away.
Yes, walked away and left everything and gone back to where she came from, like where she sat and came to come and watch over or take over, like
for
food. Yes, she would have just gone back. If it's me, okay, I won't do that. But just imagine I'm in that situation and I came, my mother-in-law slapped me. I'll just go back quietly.
Back quietly.
Yes, I want to sit.
It seems like it seems like this thing is easier to say than to like actually do, because what do you mean I'll go back quiet? There's no way I'm going back to that seat.
When she slapped the mother-in-law, what was the result? What was the outcome? Because there's no, like, what's the benefit of her slapping her mother-in-law? It caused more commotion, more problem arising. I didn't mean she went back. Could have been okay, she embarrassed herself, but there is still a respect that she did not retaliate. She did not slap her mother-in-law back. She just went back. But slapping her back, it's even more, it made the situation more like hard for them, to the extent of the husband said that he didn't want marriage again.
Hello, yeah, Dave calling. Just what your guest is saying, it's not easy.
Okay,
it's not easy. By the time you see this to control, it's not easy.
Okay,
but she's looking at it that on her own part is a cheating. Assuming she walk away, even the mother-in-law, her conscience will blame her.
Okay.
After the whole thing, her conscience has still blamed her. What have I done to this, my in-law to be, or my mother-in-law? What have I done to my daughter?
Yes.
Yes, my daughter-in-law. What have I done to her like this? She herself, her conscience will blame her, not because of just food that will bring this kind of issue between both of them to fight, or both of them to have a feel like. But automatically, they are even embarrassed themselves, the guests, and the wedding himself. Even the husband is not going to be happy with the mother, or neither than even the daughter. The both of them. He will go angry with them. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. He says that he knows that it's hard.
Yes,
but then thinking about what would happen after, should actually be able to calm you down, even though it's hard. You also can call in and let us hear from you. It's 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. We're also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. So we're talking about how hard it is. To be honest, Wandoo, imagine yourself in that situation. You just got slapped on your wedding day in front of people by your mother-in-law, and then you walk back and then just go and sit there as if nothing happened, and then smile throughout the wedding or whatever you're supposed to do.
Yes, I'll
like
even smile more. I'll smile more.
you smile more after taking a slap.
Yes.
I feel like it's so easy to say when it's another person.
If you frown, people will be like, oh, it really enter. But if you smile and look as if it's just a normal misunderstanding,
Personally,
slide away.
I wouldn't have the mind to slap any, even
Yes.
if like the person slapped me or anything. I
Exactly.
wouldn't like do that. There is
Yes.
no way that I would do that. But you see this one of go back and then just sit like nothing happened. I'm telling you, there's nothing that they will be able to do to me. I'm going back to my house, wherever I came from, running away from the wedding, if possible, the whole of that state. I'm leaving, just leaving everything like that. Especially if the husband, because from the story, the man that was there, he did not say anything. That's the groom. He did not say anything. Like he didn't do. He just allowed the thing, the awkward moments to just pass, and then he ended up saying that he was not going to do anything. And this particular thing that happened was after like the joining. You know how it is before he got to that food part, right?
Yes.
So he was not able to say anything. He just waited, and after everything, he now said that he will not be able to do anything about this wedding again.
Yes, maybe he just he sat down to watch the whole situation, how it will be.
In
But
that situation, you're sitting down to watch.
Yes, some people would just want to just taste you and see how patient you can go, how you can endure a situation, how you can endure something. So if for you to just walk out and leave everything, like some marriage are worth fighting for. Had it been you just endure and fight for a moment, just to fight and see if the man is not really like into you. But sometimes when you endure, the person will sit back and think like, see all the sacrifices this lady has done for me.
And Colin said something about the mother-in-law's conscience would have even judged her.
Yes, exactly.
But I don't know what that would do for me, to be honest. I don't see, even if the conscience judge you, like you already slapped me and embarrassed me on my wedding day, and in that moment, everyone is saying, you are saying that the bride was more wrong to like slap back and all of those things. But then she was the one that started. If you are looking at it like logically, she's the one that started. Like she's the one that slapped the bride first, right? So why are we leaving that part? Or was it okay for her to now slap the bride? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Hello.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name?
I'm Felix calling from Boko.
All right, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. I'll say the bride actually was wrong on the side of retaliating. Because it's not all troubles that you fight in yourself. You let some of your troubles to be fight by other people. Because that was in a public, and for her to retaliate, it was all the situation.
Okay.
I know it's very hard. It was very hard, and it's very hard for somebody to be embarrassed publicly on her wedding day. She would never forget that incident. But at least she would have controlled. If that she controlled at that moment, she would have lived to remember that incident and not to like broke the marriage or broke the relationship on that same day. But her retaliation, her action now has pushed everything away. Now it has become, the marriage has now broken. Everything is broken. Now the husband too, he will not be happy to go back again and start looking for a bride, somebody who he trusts, somebody who he will love, and all those things. But then his wife action cost it. Because even I believe that even by age, the mother was old enough to give birth to the bride. So the bride would have just taken it that it was her own mother that slapped her on that same day. So she would have kept all the memory, but at least she would have let things slide.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Felix, for calling in to be part of the show. You also can call in. It's 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you. Ladies, would you slap your mother-in-law back? If she slapped you, on your wedding day, are you returning that slap, back to her? If she slapped you, like she was the first person that slapped you, are you returning that slap? Do you think that is something that is justifiable? Let us hear from you. And also, if you're a man, and something like that happened maybe on your wedding day, what would you do? And you can call in and share with us, who do you think that was actually wrong in this situation? Some persons are saying one person was wrong, but the other person was wronger, things like that. So let us hear what you think. And we're also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Who was wrong? The mother-in-law slapped a bride on her wedding day because the bride refused to let her take food to the groom's side of the family. That's the bride's own food, the one that she reserved specially for her own guests, to the groom's side of the family. So the mother-in-law slapped the bride, and then the bride retaliated, slapped her back, because she refused to actually let them go. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon. Good morning.
Yes.
Marysyntia.
Good morning, Mr. Dennis Harry. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, how are you today?
Fine, thank you. Where are you calling us from today?
I'm around here.
All right. So what do you think?
What happened that so me, I know that in the first place the son of the mother-in-law was getting married without her. The mother was not happy with the son getting married to the bride.
Okay.
That's number one. It means they were not getting along. If they were getting along, no matter what temperament she has, she wouldn't have been able to do that on the day of her own wedding. The daughter-in-law's wedding.
Yes.
But what played out there is just a prelude to more trouble that would have come even if the marriage had gone ahead. It means that the daughter-in-law is also somebody who is temperamental,
okay,
as well as the mother-in-law. So as well as mother-in-law, because if they cannot manage their differences on a day like that, then definitely there's going to be more trouble. Even though if they're not going to live together, I can see where the woman will want to be controlling her remotely. Maybe just that these days people get married and they start their own lives from a different place or even a different city entirely. But if they have to live together, I don't see where the center will hold.
Okay. Yeah.
So the both of them were wrong. But if I were to say it here, I know from what happened that mother was not, in support of her son getting married to the lady.
All right.
And the lady also knew that the mother-in-law to be does not love her.
Okay.
So she wanted to also, show her that if you can do this to me on my happiest day, I will also. So it is not really the guest's fault in a way that, because sometimes these things happen within a twinkle of an eye before you will think the damage is already done.
Okay.
So it was not really her fault. It was just an instant instinct that can happen to anybody.
All right.
Maybe giving another opportunity, or probably if she's to be if she was given the time to think,
yes,
maybe probably she would not have done that.
Okay.
But it happened, and she had to also just react instantly.
Okay. All right.
That is what I'm meant to understand.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. It's Saturday Safa Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. You also can call in. Let us hear what you think. Who was wrong? And as a woman, if your mother-in-law slapped you on your wedding day, are you slapping back? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name.
Yeah, this is calling back. I want to ask your guest this question. If she can answer it, I'll be very happy.
Okay.
If this thing, she was the one that didn't happen to her, what will she do?
I asked you that, Shabi. I asked you that. I've asked you again. What would you do? You said you would go back and then sit down and smile.
Yes, exactly. If I was the one, I would not retaliate. But in the first place, I will not stand up from my seat where I'm sitting comfortably on my wedding day to go and be looking for food to keep for my guests. I won't do that because it's my wedding day and I have to enjoy it at the latest. I don't have to go to the stress of thinking about my guests because they know that it's my wedding and I'm not the one in charge of it.
Wandoo, people came for you. You know that they came for you. I mean, some of them stood up from far places and then they were saying that, okay, at least they want that special treatment. Now you're going to say, oh, it's not my business to handle, whatever goes on in the kitchen. Like, are you really going to be thinking about that like that? Well,
in that case, if I wasn't able to get the food, like, okay, my mother-in-law already carried the food to serve my husband's people, then I'll look for another alternative, and that means by telling someone or sending someone to go and get food from a close by like a restaurant to come and give my guests because they came from a far distance.
All right. Hello. All right. Well, you can still call us back. I think network is really bad, but then you can still try to call us back and be part of the show. It's 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Nathan.
Nathan?
Yes.
Nathan, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Akodi.
All right. Welcome to the show. What do you think?
Thank you very much. My dear, this issue is very complicated. Online. But from what I think.
Okay, you have seen those videos as well?
Yes.
Okay.
The lady overreacted. The wedding girl. She overreacted because Kid Daniel, he sang one song. He said, I no go follow past of the beef imam. Father and father.
All right.
A mother is always a mother. The woman respectfully came to her, took permission to get some food for the guests. And she outrightly refused on her wedding day. That was something she was just supposed to smile about and tell the woman, okay, please just take some because I have some guests too. Imagine the lady in her wedding gown rushing to collect food from her mother-in-law, pouring it back into the cooler, and then getting a slap. And then she reacted back immediately, retaliated.
Yes.
My dear, what kind of a wife are you telling the world that you will be?
Okay.
Just imagine that. So how did they train her? How did her parents train her? Is that how they brought her up?
Okay.
To reply slaps from her parents.
Okay.
That wedding girl is totally wrong. Although the guy's mother did not act right, but she must have acted out of anger or hysteria. But the lady is absolutely wrong. She has no justification as regards whatever decision she took.
Okay, but the mother has justification.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because to a certain level, she took permission. And then for you to take permission from someone that is supposed to be your daughter, and then she outrightly refused to give you food. She refused to understand the situation you are in. Her own guests were not available as at the moment.
Okay.
But these ones were available. Some had food. And it is very embarrassing that your guests will be around and some will get food, some will not get, So the woman opted for the fastest alternative she had.
All right.
Which was to meet the daughter-in-law.
Okay.
And ask permission to get some food, not all of it, just some to complete the rationing.
All right. All right.
But that is to tell you that this lady, if she becomes a wife, she will even refuse the mother-in-law access to her home.
Okay.
These are the things, these are the points that she's trying to show to someone that has foresight. You understand? If people that are sitting there see her react like that, they say, Kai, which kind of wife is this? Which kind of wife? That is the only thing you'll be hearing. So if I was in the guy's shoes, I'm telling you, that's an eye-opener for me.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Nathan, for calling in to be part of the show. You also can still call in, and it's 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. It's Saturday for weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Nathan says the daughter-in-law was wrong. No justification. He would understand from the mother-in-law's part, out of anger, and she asked before anything happened.
That's what I want to say, because if you're not in good terms with somebody, if the mother-in-law wasn't in good terms with the daughter-in-law, she wouldn't have come to ask. She had just gone there and carried the food and dish out to the guest.
But on the other hand, that thing of being in good terms, I think Denny said that he thinks that the story goes back like more than that, because if you were already in good terms, normal, you people are chill and all, then you wouldn't even be thinking of making something like that happen. It should have maybe even been something to laugh about, like, okay, take small, and leave this one, like, because I want to give these people. You shouldn't have gotten that serious. And he is suspecting that it's possible that the girl even knows that my mother-in-law doesn't like me. These days there is this idea people come up with, like, well, as I'm going here, if my mother-in-law try me, like, I'm going to give it back to back, give her the way that she's looking for it. So, like, he thinks that there was already tension, like they were already not in good terms. That is why something like that is even able to happen on a wedding day, because a wedding day, it's not even another day. You don't even wait for the next day. That day, go. That is when this thing happened. So you can still call in and let us hear from you. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. We're also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makadi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. So Wandoo, why is that? Would you say that this thing of whole food drama? Hello? Yes, good morning. Hello. All right. You can still call back and be part of the show. This thing of food drama on wedding days, it happens so often.
Yes.
It happens so often. So where do you actually think that the problem is? Because you have attended weddings too. You told me that time you have attended weddings. So, like, where do you actually think that this problem is coming from?
Well, the problem of food is it comes because, in a wedding, people come, like those that are expecting and...
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, what's your name?
My name is Emmanuel, popularly known as One Face from Airport, calling from Airport.
All right, welcome to the show, Emmanuel. So quickly, let us hear what you think.
Yes, what my contribution is, firstly, your colleague, she's right.
Okay.
Because the lady she was not supposed to slap the mother-in-law, no matter what. She was supposed to endure for just the pains were just for 5 minutes. We were supposed to endure. And besides, she was not even supposed to go to the kitchen to share food for her people. She was supposed to arrange people that would do that, not have to go to kitchen to share food. So the mother-in-law was right. Slapping her, she was right.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for calling in to be part of the show. People have been saying that they were both wrong, but this person was more wrong.
Yes.
But Emmanuel said she was right. Like the woman was right to slap her.
Yes.
Okay. Personally, I don't think that she was right, but okay. I don't think that the daughter-in-law was right as well. But if you're looking at this thing logically, you slapped me and then I slapped you back. Except you want to start bringing feelings inside, emotions, and then this person is and then that thing of enduring. You see that thing of enduring. The moment you have put your mind, personally, I think the moment you put your mind, I'm going to endure something, more and more of it is going to happen. If it can happen on the wedding day, it can happen another day too, when your husband is not around. Not to say that you should slap your mother-in-law. There is no excuse for that also. And mother-in-law also, like, are you not supposed to know your own boundary? Hello? Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, what's your name? All right, so Wandoo, you're about to tell us what's one problem that you think that always bring this whole food drama, wedding day?
Well, one problem of it is when you invite people, those are invited and those that you don't invite, they come, and when they come, you don't prepare well. Like the food you prepared, this was for the people that you're expecting, not those that you don't expect. So when all of them come and there's not enough food, that's where shortage of food comes in.
And I think that this thing can actually be controlled. We just have to remove our mind that it's not food we are coming for.
Yes.
Because to be honest, we are putting the people under unnecessary pressure.
Yes.
To actually like what they are supposed to do, what they are supposed to be. We are putting them under unnecessary pressure, and then problems start coming on. So that is it for Saturday's for Weddings today. I've been your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. I've been here with
Wandoo Tortya.
And coming up next at 1 p.m. is Speedy Kids here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Keep enjoying music of your life until then.
Hello, my Cudi. Asking